That's the most by any player in 4 seasons in NFL history, while also ranking top 5 in receiving yards and TD catches. But again, he's only played 9 of 33 possible regular season games since 2020. He was hampered by that ankle injury last season. Courtney, I want to start with you here. Do you think Michael Thomas can be a top 10 receiver again?
No, because, and it's no real slight on him. It's just that so many other guys who have been producing in the time that he's been gone, they're higher on the list for me. Like, my top 10 list is Adams, Kupp, Hill, Jefferson, Diggs, Chase, Hopkins, Debo, Mike Evans, and Keenan Allen. I don't know where I would put Michael Thomas into the mix there. And for me, I mean, he's a long way from that 149 catch season. This is an offense that just drafted Chris Olave with a first-round pick. They've got Jarvis Landry, in the slot there. There's Alvin Kamara, who's very dangerous at catching passes out of the backfield. I don't know if he'll get the production within this offense to be able to be a top 10 receiver if we're going to look at it statistically by the end of the year.
Yeah, no way I can put him in the top 10. Courtney did a great job. Yeah, also throwing the fact no Breeze and no Sean Payton. So he doesn't have his quarterback and doesn't have Payton. Now he's got Dennis Allen, who we discussed earlier today, and who knows who their starting quarterback is going to be. So, and I have a Chase, Adams, Jefferson, Hill, Hopkins, Kupp. I'll put Metcalf in there, as I love him. I like A.J. Brown. I love him. So there is a lot of wide receivers in the NFL. You cannot put them in the top 10. You can't miss 2 years and all of a sudden come back and you're a top 10 receiver. You can't do that. You got to play. Right.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of those things when we're trying to predict, and in trying to predict, can he be a top 10 receiver? I don't know how you say he can't. When you look at a guy over 140 plus catches, over 1,700 yards, and it was a different offense then, and he was playing with one of the, or if not the most accurate quarterback we've ever seen, but it also was old Drew Brees. It was Drew Brees that couldn't push the football down the field, and it was Michael Thomas using his body, using his awareness, using his toughness to make these catches. And I don't think those things go away. And yes, he's been away from the game for 2 years, and injuries do factor in. But I think back to a guy like Odell Beckham Jr., and I think back to the production we started to see late last season. This was Odell Beckham Jr., who was coming off of an ACL injury, who was coming off of downtime or was coming off of down years in Cleveland, and we watched him be able to produce even on a team with a guy like a Cooper Kupp who got more of the targets or most of the targets. And so when I look back at some of the film of Michael Thomas, the way he plays the game, the way he understands the game, and the usage and the help and benefit that he could be to Jameis Winston, also playing with other players around him who can attract attention, I believe he can move in to the top 10. And I think by even listening to Mad Dogs and listening to Courtney's top 10s, which both of them are conversational pieces and can be correct based on opinion, I think Michael Thomas is a guy that can inch into that. Keenan Allen, who I believe is a top 3 route runner in the entire league. I don't necessarily know if statistically we could say right now unequivocally he'll do more than Michael Thomas, when what we do know is when we take the best of years, if you remove Cooper Kupp, who's at the top, obviously, if you remove a guy like Devontae Adams, maybe Chase and Jefferson, numbers-wise, he can rival a lot of these players. Numbers-wise, he has had better years than most of these players. And so you can throw him in that conversation. And to say that he has no opportunity to be top 10, to me, is kind of disrespectful to what that man has accomplished in his career already.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.